Again, an older movie, but I don't care because I'll watch anything that looks good. So, this movie stars Robin Tunney, Nev Campbell, Rachel True, Fairuza Balk, and Skeet Ulrich. And they all play Sarah, Bonnie, Rochelle, Nancy, and Chris, respectively. This is a sinister tale of teenage power and witchcraft. Sarah is new to St. Benedict's Academy in LA and looking for friends when Bonnie decides she's the perfect choice for her witch's coven. Soon, Sarah, Bonnie, Rochelle, and ringleader Nancy are casting spells to get even with their high school nemesis. But their spells begin backfiring in dangerous and disturbing ways, and Sarah, the only natural witch in the bunch, must protect herself and those she loves from this power she's unleashed. Now, this is Common Sense Media breaking it down, one of my favorite websites at really breaking down shows, movies, games, books, and other forms of media and entertainment. The question here says, is it any good? What's odd about this chilling and ominous tale is its sneaking moral. It's supposed to warn girls against resentment and revenge, encouraging them to do unto others as they would have done unto them. As Wiccan mentor Lirio says, that's all well and good. But there's also a blame the victim mentality here, so they'll get back what they have sown threefold. Does that mean that Sarah deserves to be raped? No, of course not. Does that mean that Nancy, arguably the most damaged from an abusive childhood, deserves to be locked up? Does the epic battle between Nancy and Sarah really mean that there can only be one queen bee, one mean girl? Kind of like a there can be only one type reference. Should they have stood up for themselves in some other way or simply allowed to the abuse around them? Or simply assent to or permit to? There are questions teen viewers should consider. Now, let's see what the ratings are for the movie. Rotten Tomatoes, 57. Common Sense Media, 60. Internet Movie Database, 64. And Google users, 86. Okay, so most of the numbers are looking pretty all right. Of course, Rotten Tomatoes would give it a lower rating. I mean, it's not surprising per se. Box office, budget numbers. So the budget on the movie was $15 million, and the box office was just over $55 million. So they did almost 4 times their budget, so that's good for them. And this movie is available to watch on YouTube. It's free with ads. Can't really complain about it if it's free. Overall, I would say I give the movie probably about a 7-ish, 7.5. I think that it's a good little fantasy drama, a little bit of horror in there, it's a little bit of a thriller. So I would say check it out if you're into that type of stuff. So to anybody who's a fan of that type of genre, fantasy, horror, thriller, I think this is a movie for it. And plus, I like the cast to it, and I've seen some of these people in other things. Skeet Ulrich was Billy Loomis in Scream. Nev Campbell, who was also in Scream, is Sidney Prescott. You have Robin Tunney, who's in a show called Prison Break. That's a good one. So other than that, I suggest checking it out if this is your thing.